Alright, time to ruffle some feathers. Well, abortion is wrong and engraved upon the land. Case closed, rose credits. Alright, let's get into why abortion is wrong and go through some of the arguments that people try to use to normalize it. To define my terms, abortion in this context is the willing destruction of a fetus. That being said, let's get started. What brought me to this was actually a promotion for the HBOMAX movie Unpregnant, which sounds just as disgusting as the movie is. The premise of the movie is that a teenager finds out she's pregnant and asks for her estranged friend to go on a road trip to get an abortion without her parents knowing. It takes the standard teen going on a journey trope with a feminist spin, as it has girls instead of guys. However, unlike the Goonies, where the journey is about friendship while looking for treasure, Unpregnant is just about going on a road trip to do something that they were too irresponsible to prevent. Seriously, it's not hard. Don't fuck, or at least make sure your condom is not broken. The part that gives away that the line where the girl's friend asks her to hide the pregnancy and termination from her parents, who are quote unquote Jesus freaks. Yeah, that actually came in the trailer, which shows exactly how they show anybody who would object to this. So it's like they're trying to normalize abortion as if it's something only wackos who are against it, like Pokemon in the 90s. They are trying to delegitimize any thought or question to what they feel is right. Often when you speak out against this, you are met with some slogans. Let's go into slogans. And my body, my choice is the one I bring up first. It's the most common that's lobbied at people. It's also the easiest to go around, as that the child is not your body and the child became there because of your choices. If you would have chose to close your legs and chose self-control, there would be no child to speak of. No uterus, no opinion. That's another slogan. I'm using the politically correct term because we all know that not every woman has a uterus. This one is fun because we can use feminism to destroy feminism. You see, there's a constant myth that keeps popping up every few years: the wage gap. And I love the wage gap because of this argument. Since according to the wage gap, men get paid more than women, which is factually true in just raw numbers. As a result of men getting paid more, men get taxed more than women. And since abortion clinics are federally funded, men pay more for abortion clinics than women. That being said, men will stop speaking on abortion when men are stopped being forced to pay for abortion. You want your abortion? Fine, I'm not paying for it. You can't demand I pay for it, then also say I don't have an opinion on it. Hopefully they can understand my wallet, my opinion. The other way is actually because of our stunning and brave LGBT community, which has completely destroyed this argument on complete accident. Wave that bacon flag of victory as you come out as a masculine presenting transgender lesbian and claim your victory over feminism, since if everybody's a woman, no one is. Alright, and the next slogan is actually I'm not an incubator. This one's rather hard because it seems to hint at more psychological issues as opposed to the others. This particular slogan comes up when you put adoption as an option instead of termination. It suggests that you see the act as nothing more than a birthing machine if you go through with what your body was naturally designed to complete. This is when you ask what makes giving birth incubation when you choose to carry the child to term. Oftentimes, the response comes from women who are told that she is nothing but a baby factory, and the only way to overcome this stigma is to get rid of it. The best combat is to explain, have them deconstruct the reason why they use this term, and then tell them it's okay to give the child to people who are willing to raise it. It doesn't make her any less of a woman. Speaking of adoption, the whole foster kids argument is actually just a logical fallacy, or whataboutism. This just shows they know nothing about foster care, as the older the kid is, the less likely they are to get adopted. That's why there's a stunning lack of infants in foster care that has nobody looking to adopt them. But let's take them at their face value. Yes, there needs to be reforms in the foster care system. It seems about half the pro-life movement has adopted at least one child. Makes you question what happened to the other half. Well, the other half was ejected because of said broken foster care system. So, yeah, by all means, let's fix the foster care system. There's also the fact that they're saying that since the kid's life could be bad, the kid needs to die now, which becomes off as incredibly elitist. To respond, point by saying by that logic, we show anybody in poverty since they have a life worse than the person making the argument. These are the responses to point out what we can do to end abortion and fix the foster care system at the same time, since both are not mutually exclusive goals. Honestly, it's quite sad that these same slogans keep getting used repeatedly, but I see it like the wage gap. You disprove it, but it refuses to die. Then also, with our culture just normalizing movies like Unpregnant, it's rather depressing. Well, this is a topic I definitely want to cover again sometime in the future. Until then, Solomon over and out.